y'all. So this isn't really an official podcast. This is more just a friendly pop-in as I realized we are literally in between the beginning of summer and the end of summer. So I thought I'd come by and just share a couple of things that are absolutely saving my summer. And I'm so excited because I actually interviewed my girls for a few minutes and they had so much fun doing this. So sit back, enjoy. I hope you are having an awesome summer, and we'll be back for season 2 of the Real In Between podcast later on in the fall. Hi friends, it's literally in between the beginning of summer and the end of summer. And so I thought I would pop in during my podcast hiatus just to say hi and to kind of share a couple of things that there's a term that's used sometimes of what is saving my life right now. Sometimes in the mundane, we just need those little things that we're looking forward to, or what are those lessons we're learning? And so I have basically 3 quick things that I just thought I would encourage you with. So the first thing that literally has kind of saved me in a sense is a perspective shift that literally was instigated on the mission trip that we took to Botswana. We took a team of 19 people to the nation of Botswana, and I have to be honest, going into it, I felt a little bit hesitant and overwhelmed by the fact that we had such a huge team. Josh and I have taken tons of teams now over the years to different countries, but I learned a few years ago that for me, the sweet spot in a team is about 8 to 12, somewhere in there. Like, that's a great size team. It's not too big, it's not too small, and I have taken a couple of teams with over 20 people, and I swore I'm not doing that again. But what happened is that as our team was being built, I had some amazing people want to sign up after my limit of 15. And so I said, sure, you can go. I'm sure someone's going to drop out. And wouldn't you know it, nobody dropped out. So we found ourselves with a team of 19 flying. Literally one flight going was a 15-hour flight. We had a flight cancellation and had to stay an extra night in New York City. And it was so crazy. But during that time, I quickly realized, oh my gosh, this team is amazing. And as we got to Botswana, we hit the ground running. We were working with an amazing missionary family. Their names are Shannon and Lindsay Shores, and they run this great youth center. That's their goal, is to reach the young people of Botswana. And everyone was just moving on all cylinders. It was working so well. There were a few hiccups here and there. And one of the horrible things that happened was my fault. We were in 3 different vehicles going to a school, and our team's taking off, and we have our girls. So I'm also constantly like, okay, where are the children? Get them in the van. We're headed towards the school when Shannon, his phone rings, and we get a phone call that we actually left one of our team members behind, which of course I'm like, oh my gosh, this is why you don't go with 19 people, because it's hard to do that head count on multiple vehicles. But so we quickly turned around, picked up our team member who hadn't made it, and we headed off to the school, and we had a great day of ministry. The next day, our school got canceled where we were supposed to go minister. And so we said, you know what, we haven't had team time. We just need a few minutes just to kind of check in with everyone. How's everybody doing? And so we found this coffee shop, and all 19 of us like pull up chairs with our cups of coffee and start saying, how's everyone doing? And for the most part, everyone's like, I'm good, I'm okay. And this one girl, she said, can I be honest? And she's someone who I've known for a long time. She is someone who's typically pretty confident and a go-getter. I'd noticed she was quiet on the trip thus far, and she actually is the person who we had left behind accidentally that one day. And she said, I'm really struggling with knowing, where do I fit in on this team, and why am I here? She said, I look around this room at everyone that's on our team, and I just feel like I can so clearly see how amazing you are and where you fit. Like, you guys are musical, and you're a great communicator and you just connect with these students so well. And you're great with little kids. And she said, I just feel I'm really struggling with kind of this feeling of inadequacy and like I'm just not needed. And as she was vulnerable and honest in those few minutes, all of a sudden everyone said, well, actually, I kind of feel that way a little bit too. Like, yeah, you're right. We have this amazing team. And we went around and sure enough, everybody, myself included, as the team leader, struggled with those feelings of, I can see where everyone else is awesome and needed on this team, but I'm not quite sure where I fit. And something happened in that time at that coffee shop that literally altered the rest of our trip. Everyone all of a sudden realized, okay, wait, I can see how amazing you are, and you can see how amazing I am. Why is it that I'm struggling to see that in myself as well? And then we started to talk about all the young people that we were meeting in this country. And that as we were having conversations with them, we were having those same kind of conversations. What we found out was in this country where HIV is rampant and where the unemployment rate is so high, young people we met, they were just really struggling with those same questions of, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What is going on, you know? And so we just started saying, hey, let's deal with this in our own lives, but then let's be really intentional to have real conversations with people and quit just sizing one another up. And I literally have had this running thought in my mind since that moment on that first trip. And so one thing that's literally kind of saving my summer is that I'm trying to be more intentional just in every conversation that I have. And I almost enter conversations trying to extend a vulnerable hand. So I feel like saving my summer is just this thought that I want to have real conversations with people, and learning that sometimes the way you do it is just like the girl on our team did, is you start by going first and being vulnerable and honest. And I'm loving that. I feel like I've had some better connections and conversations than I've had in a while, just by being intentional with that. So that is definitely the first thing that's saving my summer. Second thing is much more lighthearted. I love to read, and I think just finding one thing that kind of fills you and that you enjoy, that can absolutely bring a sense of, oh, I'm getting some saving grace during my summer. And so every morning I make me a cup of coffee. We have a little bit of a slower mornings during the summers, and my girls are sleeping a little bit later, which, hallelujah. And so I'm getting to really have some time to read. And so here's my recommendations, super quick. I've read several. A couple of these are on my Kindle, so I can't show them to you. But a couple of great fiction books that I've read is The Bookshop on the Corner by Jenny Calvin. And I'll put links to these in my blog. Then The One in a Million Boy. This is not a book that I normally would choose, but I heard some great recommendations about it, and I loved it. It was just a really sweet story. It's actually more about a 104-year-old woman than a little boy, but it's a beautiful story. Then I don't know about you, but I love a really good, just like good by the pool book. And so I love Ellen Hildenbrand. She's my person to go to for that. So I read this book of hers called Barefoot. Then nonfiction, I've read some good books. I've read You Are Free by Rebecca Lyons. Loved this book, At Home in the World by Tish Oxenrider. It really helped me realize I'm not crazy for traveling around the world with my girls. And I just finished this book. This is a recommendation actually for my father. It's A Tale of Three Kings by Jean Edwards. Super short book. I know it doesn't look like it, but like it's really easy to read. And it's about Saul, David, and Absalom. And super convicting. So second thing that's saving my summer are good books. And then the last thing that's saving my summer is my kids. I think I am just really enjoying my kids this summer. I've found that if I get a little bit of page time before they wake up, which doesn't always happen, but if I feel filled, then all of a sudden I'm just really excited to spend time with them. I don't know if it's because Haven's about to start school and wanting to soak that up, but I've just really enjoyed getting to know their little personalities more and more this summer. And the truth is this, my girls, they are obsessed with YouTube videos, and they have been begging me if they can be on my podcast. That way they can actually be on the YouTube channel. So I thought, hey, for this little in-between episode for the summer, I am going to interview my girls for like 5 minutes, and you're going to see how adorable they are. Here's what I want to challenge you with. Interview your own kids. Find out something new about their personality today, and allow, maybe you don't have kids, the people in your life that you're with every day that sometimes you take for granted, allow them to kind of be a lifeline of joy. So that's my challenge. Okay, with that, here's a quick little interview with me and my girls, and I will see you again in the fall. Okay, so I'm with my two girls, Selah. This is Selah. Say hi, Selah.
Hi.
And this is Haven. Haven, how old are you? Haven is 5. She turned 5 this summer, and we have had a great summer, haven't we, girls? Yeah. So I just thought I would ask them a few questions because we're kind of in between the summer, right? Mm-hmm. We're the midway part. So the first part of our summer, we went to Africa. We went to the nations of Botswana and Kenya. And so I want to know, I'm going to ask Haley first.
When we went to Africa, it was my birthday.
It was your birthday. So was that the best part of the trip to Africa? Tell everybody what we did for your birthday.
So we celebrate my birthday there. I had 2 birthday parties. One here and one in Botswana.
Mm-hmm. And what was the birthday party like when we were in Botswana?
It was like a princess party.
Wow. And you liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so fun. Selah, what was your favorite part of our
The
trip?
safari.
The safari. Why was that the best part?
Because I love animals.
Uh-huh. What, she means fine. What animals did you see on our
I
safari?
saw a giraffe,
Mm-hmm.
a kudu, an alligator. It was out in the water and it was real. We couldn't see the alligator. We didn't go close to it. We didn't want to see that.
Yeah. Okay, and now what about while we were in Africa, you guys got to sing and do some motions at some schools, and then you even taught kids in Kenya how to do that. Did you enjoy that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you feel like kids are kind of the same everywhere? Like, it's what do kids like to do everywhere you go?
They like to play like us.
Yeah, that's true. What kind of games did y'all play?
We played tag. We played all sorts of games. Games that were not really easy.
Yeah, but it was still fun.
Yes.
These games were fun.
One game that we know how to play, we played Uno.
Oh, we played Uno. That's right. So that was good. That was fun. Okay, now since we've been back in Lubbock, what have you enjoyed this summer?
I have enjoyed going to the pool and going to bodyboard.
Okay, going to the pool. That's awesome. What about you, Haven?
I think mine's the same.
You think yours is the same? Okay, why don't you chew that up, and then you can talk a little bit more. Okay, I have 2 more quick questions for my girls. The first one is this, and maybe Haven's answering it here as she eats a nectarine. What do you girls love? What's your favorite, like, summer treat?
Mine is a popsicle.
A popsicle?
Do you like lemon popsicles?
Lemon popsicles.
I like that. I think mine is strawberry ice cream.
Oh, that's so good. Strawberry ice cream and lemon popsicles. All right. And my last question is, hey, we're halfway through the summer. Are you thinking yet about school a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah. Haven, are you going to start school this year?
I'm going to start kindergarten.
That's so exciting.
What? Kindergarten start going in the faith class.
Oh, at church, she gets to start going to a big class. What are you excited about when you think about going to kindergarten?
Well, I'm a little bit nervous.
Because
you're going to a new school. Because I'm going to have to lay on a towel.
You can have to lay on a towel. That's true. They don't. Right. They don't have nap mats. They get to just bring a towel for nap time. Okay. And Selah, what about you? What are you looking forward to about school?
I'm kind of scared because I've gone to school with my cousins my whole entire life, and now they're going to live with.
That's true.
I didn't say my thing that I like.
Just a minute. Let me finish talking to Sissy about this. So it's going to be kind of different because the people that you're used to having around
are not going to be there.
They're not going to be around. But do you think it could be exciting too, like a good challenge?
I don't know, because one day, okay, so this is really crazy. So Maddie was sick, Macy was sick, Peyton wasn't feeling good.
Those are her cousins, her 3 cousins. They go to school.
And so I felt one day what it's like without them, just one day.
And was it still a good day though?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's going to be a different season for you. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going
into second grade.
All my friends are still going to be there.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm going
into kindergarten. Yeah. All right. Well, girls, anything else that you want to say to everybody that's watching?
I don't know.
All right. Maybe we should say have a great rest of the summer. Yeah. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was fun. I know my girls enjoyed it. I hope you did too. And I really do hope you're having an awesome summer. If you get a few minutes, check out my updated website, paigeallen.net. I want to give a big shout out to Kim Mears, who helped make it look all kinds of fancy and professional. And you can head over that way more often, especially once the podcast starts back up. I'll be posting it there instead of at theinbetween.com. So get familiar with that website at paigeallen.net. And also you can head on over there today as well. I'm going to post a ton of our pictures from Africa because it was just beautiful. And I want you to see a little bit about our trip and the amazing people that we got to work with. So once again, you guys have a great, great summer. We are in between, almost to the end. So let's finish it strong and then let's get excited about what God has in the next season. All right, until next time, have a good one.